Assalamu alaikum viewers, we are back with our next program. Today's lesson is taken from 10th class English textbook. The lesson is the role of women in national development. We all know women form half of the population of our country and they are as important as men are. Whether they are educated or uneducated, whether they live in rural areas or urban areas, they play a very vital role in national development. But before we go into any further detail, let's see a video film. And in the film, we'll see women in different roles. Keep your notebooks ready and pencils too, because after the film, I'll be asking you questions. The second part would be pronunciation drill. In this, we have selected keywords from your textbook, and we are going to do an exercise on pronunciation drill. The same words would be used for vocabulary building. And the last part is, we are going to do an exercise on how to ask questions. So, watch the film, watch it very carefully.
Women make up half the population of our country and are as important as men. In order to make progress and be called a developed country, our women must take an active part in the development of our nation. The majority of our population lives in the rural areas, where women work side by side with men in the fields. Without their cooperation, the men would not be able to do it alone. Many urban women are working in various capacities to make a better life economically for their families. They work as doctors in hospitals and clinics, as teachers in schools, colleges, and universities. Our villages do not have hospitals and clinics, nor do they have high schools, colleges, or universities. Therefore, for higher education, women have to come to the towns. This is very difficult in our society, except for a few lucky women. Women's motherly quality specially helps in the nursing profession. They work for long hours in crowded hospitals, taking care of thousands of sick people every day. Women also work as scientists in laboratories and as technicians in factories. Some take up engineering and architecture as their professions. We also have town planners. All these women are doing very well in their jobs. In other jobs, we have air hostesses and a few working as pilots in our airlines. We have women lawyers, bureaucrats, and diplomats. Then we have women typists and receptionists in government offices and private companies. Many of them work in banks, while some work as librarians. Above all, there are many Pakistani women playing an active role in politics, and they can even become the Prime Minister of our country. We should feel proud of such achievements made by our women. Then there are those who are experts in needlework and handicrafts in villages. Our nation should be proud of women in all the roles they play as a wife, a mother, and a professional woman. Although women have made progress in many fields, it has been slow and uneven. The reason is that women are not given the same opportunities as men in education. They are expected to remain within their homes and provide all kinds of services for their families. It will not be possible for them to make a big contribution until ideas change in our society, especially in the rural areas. In these areas, poverty and a very large families put a great strain on women. They do not have the time or energy to train themselves in nation-building activities. This means that a lot of the time the country's talent remains only partly used. Also, the health services available to women in our villages are poor. Ill health, traditions, poverty, and overwork have kept a lot of our women backward. But things are getting better gradually. Already, we have some polytechnic institutes for women where they are taught shorthand and typing, computers, and technical subjects. More schools are coming up all the time. In future, women will have more opportunities in education and work than they have today.
Well, I hope you enjoyed the film. Well, I really did. But are you ready for the questions? Okay, I'll ask you a few questions and let's see how carefully you watched the film. Question number 1. What is the ratio of men and women in our country? Very good. It's almost half and half. That is 50%. Question number 2. What do women in rural areas do? Correct. They work in the fields, and also they do needlework and handicraft, and then they sell these items in urban areas. Question number 3. You didn't watch this in the film, but I'm sure you can answer it. What's the difference between a doctor and a nurse? The answer is, a doctor examines and treats a patient, while a nurse gives injections, medicines, and does the dressing of her wounds. Question number 4. Architecture is a subject. The person who studies this subject, what is he called? And what does he do? You've guessed it correctly. Very good. He's called an architect, and he or she designs buildings. Now we have pronunciation drill. For this, we have selected keywords from your textbook. Note the words very carefully and see which part of the word is stressed.
Respectable. Respectable. Benefits. Benefits. Glory. Glory. Womenfolk. Womenfolk. Necessary. necessary, majority, majority, rural, rural, cooperation, cooperation, particularly, particularly, awareness, awareness, opportunities, opportunities, engineers, engineers, architects, architects, contribute, contribute.
Now we come to the vocabulary building exercise. We'll see how one word can be changed into noun, verb, adjective, and adverb. The first word is respectable. Now, respectable is an adjective. What's a noun for respectable? Respect. Yes, and what's a verb? Respect. So, respect can be used as a noun and as a verb. As a verb and as a noun, they are same. But as a noun, it can also be respectability. Yes. And as an adverb, it is respectably. Right. The next word is benefit. Now, benefit is a verb. What would be the noun for benefit? Benefit. So, benefit can both be a noun and a verb at the same time. But beneficence is also a noun. What would be the adjective for benefit? Beneficial and also beneficent. Correct. And an adverb? Beneficently, beneficially. Correct. Next word is glory. Now, can you tell me what's the verb for glory? Glorify. Very good. What's the adjective? Glorious. An adverb? Gloriously. Good. Next we come to progress. Now, progress is both a noun and a verb at the same time. Progressively is an adverb and progressive is an adjective. Last word is participate. Now, participate is a verb. Can you tell a noun for participate? Participant. Right? And what about the adjective and adverb? Well, there is no adverb, neither there is an adjective for participate. Right. With this, we come to the end of vocabulary building exercise, and what we have next is how to form questions. For this, we're going to show you a dialogue between a father and a daughter. Watch it very carefully, because you'll tell us which are the question words in the dialogue. Because after this, we're going to do an exercise in which you'll be given sentences with question words missing. So watch the dialogue very carefully.
Good morning, Father.
Good morning, daughter. How are you today?
Fine, thank you.
I didn't see you at dinner last night. Did you go out?
Yes, I did.
Where did you go?
To my friend Yasmin's house.
There's a letter for you here.
Oh, who's it from?
I don't know. Open it and see.
Oh,
What's the matter?
it's from my Arab friend Fatima.
What does she say?
She's coming to Pakistan soon
Why is she coming to Pakistan?
because she wants to study here.
Where is she going to study?
Here in Islamabad.
But she's a girl. She shouldn't be leaving her own country to come and study in Pakistan.
But father, is there any restriction upon girls leaving their own countries to study?
No. But she has to be looked after by a male member of the family.
Well, actually, father, I was thinking if she could come and stay here with us, if it's all right with you and mother.
Oh, okay. Yes, that'll be all right. We'll look after her.
Oh, I better rush. It's time to go to college.
Oh, well, if you must, then goodbye.
Goodbye, father.
The dialogue was really interesting, wasn't it? I hope you enjoyed it. Well, now let's see if you remember the questions. I'll give you sentences where the question word is missing. The sentence is in question form. You're going to complete it by filling in the blank and putting the right question word. The first sentence is, are you today? The right word is, how are you today? The second word is, you go out? The right word is, did you go out? Third sentence is, did you go? The right word is, where did you go? The next incomplete sentence is it from? The correct question word is, who is it from? Next, is the matter? The right word is, what is the matter? The next one, does it say? The right word is, what does it say? The next sentence is she coming? The correct question word is, when is she coming? And the last incomplete sentence is she going to study? The right word is, where is she going to study? So these are the important question words which form questions. So with this we come to the end of our exercise. Right, our last exercise, and that is sentence formation. For this we'll take you into a room, it's Ali's room. You just watch the objects there, and after that just make a few sentences of what you've seen in the room in present simple tense. They can be either negative or positive. For example, Ali listens to music. So let's go into the room and see what's there. Well, what did you see in Ali's room? Yes. Number 1, music system. Anything else? Yes, a tennis racket. What else? Books lying open on the table and bookcase. What else? A camera and a few photographs. Anything more? Yes, a bed which was not made. And an untidy room. Good. Now you're going to make sentences or you form a statement of all these things you've watched. Okay, what was the first thing you saw? Music system. What would be the sentence? Correct. Ali likes to listen to music. Number 2, you saw a tennis racket. He plays tennis. Good. Then you saw a few books on the table and a bookcase. Very good. He likes reading. What else? You saw a camera and a few photographs. Yes, he likes taking pictures. Right? A bed which was not made. Ali does not make his bed. Last thing you saw, an untidy room. He has an untidy room. Correct. Yes. We saw a camera and photographs lying on the table. What would be the statement? Very good. He takes photographs of animals. That's a correct statement. Then, we saw a bed which was not made. Good. He does not make his bed. What else? You saw an untidy room, didn't you? So what would be the statement? He does not clean his room. Very good. So with this, we complete our exercise on sentence formation. Well, that's all for today. But before we leave, let's see what we have done. First, we saw a video film about the role of women in national development, and then we answered a few questions about that. Then we had pronunciation drill. After that, vocabulary building. Then how to form questions. And in the end, how to make sentences. With that, we say Khuda Hafiz to you till our next program.